going to jump on in. Welcome to the Booming Online Marketing Webinar. Tonight, I'm going to be giving you 5 strategies to grow your sales using social media. We are a family, so I'm going to be very laid back. Most of you guys know me, but I'm going to be very laid back. I want to give you all as much information as I possibly can in about 45 minutes. So some of it will be a little condensed, but I'll also let you know how you can find me or set up a call with me to discuss some of these things further. So I'm super excited. Thanks so much for joining me. For those that do not know me, my name is Danielle McGee. I'm the founder of Black Business Boom. A little about me: I have a bachelor's degree in marketing and an MBA. I'm a Google certified digital marketer and a professor of entrepreneurship at Tennessee State University. But most importantly, I am a Black business champion, and I have a passion for helping Black business owners. So that's why we're here tonight. I've been an entrepreneur myself for about 8 years. I owned a brick and mortar spa in Chicago for about 5 years. And I founded Black Business Boom a few years ago. So I've been able to help other Black business owners all across the country with blowing up their businesses. In the 2 years that I've had Black Business Boom, I've proudly helped over 100 Black-owned businesses to grow their customers. And we all know the more customers you get, the more sales you get. So today, I'm here to give you all some tips to be able to do the same. All right, so that is what we are here for tonight. I'm making sure I keep up with the chat here. So fantastic. All right, I want to make sure I don't miss anything. So if you have any questions throughout the presentation, I will be checking the chat. I will try my best to address all of the questions as I go through these tips. If I don't get to you, I will be sure to grab your email address from the roster and shoot you an email with a question, with an answer to your question. All right. So now that I'm done with all of that preliminary stuff, who wants to get more customers for their business? If you want to get more customers for your business, I need you to go ahead and drop a 1 in the chat box for me. If tonight you like, I need some more customers will surely do me good. Go ahead and drop a 1 for me in the chat box. Yes, some folks over here. Folks are over here telling me they can't get in. Well, and someone just asked, this absolutely will be recorded. So if you happen to have to drop off tonight, you will get a recording. But I do have 2 special offers for you guys, for those that actually stay on tonight. So I urge you, if you can, to stay tuned in tonight for me. All right, we got a bunch of folks that's ready to go, need more customers. I mean, I think no matter what your business is, we can always use more customers, no matter how big we already are. All right, so I am going to jump on in. Before I do, I want to urge y'all to get a pen and paper, bring up your notes on your phone, do something, because I'm going to be giving a lot of information tonight, and you really want to make sure you take some notes. So make sure you grab a pen and paper. Today I'm going to show you how to get some measurable results, increase your customer traffic, engage new customers, and rocket your sales by implementing just a few new strategies on social media. So, all right, now that you got your pen and paper, I hope, or you got your notes pulled up on your iPad or whatever it is, let's get into it. I am ready. All right, so before I go too deep into these tips, I want to cover a couple basics. And let me try to move this out of the way. So the first thing is choosing the right platforms, right? So you don't have to be on every social media. You just don't. I have about over 40,000 followers on Instagram, but I'm rarely on Instagram, honestly, because my sales don't come from Instagram. My sales come from Facebook. So I'm going to be where my sales are, right? And so it doesn't make sense for me to spend as much of my time on Instagram when the people who are actually spending money with me are on Facebook, right? So make sure you're choosing the right platforms where can you find your audience? It may not even be Facebook or Instagram. It may be LinkedIn. It may be Pinterest. So weigh your options, choose the right platforms. Let's start there. Secondly, audit your social media. And this is just a few preliminary tips I want to throw out for you guys. Audit your social media. See what is working for you, what isn't working for you. You can use your analytics to do that. Doesn't make sense to keep doing the same things if it's not working for you and your audience doesn't like it. Optimize your profiles. Your bios should be strong. Your bios should have how to find you. It should be easy for folks to find you. It should be easy if you're on Instagram for them to click to whatever it is that you want them to click to, whether it be your website or a landing page or whatever, right? So make it very easy, make it very clear what you do as soon as someone goes to your profiles. And then think about your buyer's journey. Like what are the steps that someone has to take to do business with you, and make that as easy as possible, right? So if there are any people who are tuned in right now and you don't know me, one thing I hate in life is having to DM somebody for information about their business, right? And I say it all the time. I'm not going to do it. And then you can have something that I just truly want very bad, but I'm not going to do it because I'm super busy and I just don't have the time. So you want to make it extremely easy for people to do business with you. So map out what that customer journey is, and they really should be able to find you and buy from you in 3 steps or less. All right, so now I'm going to jump into these actual strategies that I have used and that you can use. I try to break it down and make it as extremely easy for you guys to really implement some of these things, so it is not just like this high level thing that doesn't seem attainable for you. So the first thing is establishing yourself as a subject matter expert, right? And this can mean it doesn't matter what industry you're in. You can sell clothes and you still want to establish yourself as the expert in your industry. And these are some ways that you can do that. So press has been huge for Black Business Boom. I immediately started working on how do I get press so that people can see me as the subject matter expert in marketing, but really in helping Black-owned businesses. And getting press is not as hard as one would think. It is not super easy, but it's very possible, and it doesn't matter what type of business it is that you have. So a few tips for doing that. You really have to know your angle, right? And your angle may change based on what's going on in our environment, in our world, right? So, but having a good angle and being able, so if you are a Black-owned restaurant, being able to pitch to press about how you've been able to open back up safely during COVID. That's a press opportunity. I have people reach out to me all the time asking me, do I know a Black-owned list? People want to cover Black-owned businesses right now. They're looking for them. You have to give them something that's worthy of covering. So it's very rare that someone's going to pick up your story and they're going to do a story solely about your business. You have to give them something that people care about. So are you the first to do something? Are you the only one to do something? Have you been disadvantaged in some way? Are you a comeback story? Are you disabled? Whatever it might be, you have to have a story that people are interested in hearing. Also, what's timing? What's going on right now? COVID's going on right now. Any story around COVID may sell for you, right? People want to hear about how people have had a hard time or how they haven't had a hard time during COVID. Do you provide a solution for what's going on with COVID? Did you launch a business because of COVID? Did you lose your job and then start a business, right? Are you donating a portion of your proceeds to somewhere? Do you service those that are disadvantaged? So I want you all to start to think about, what is your angle? What is your story that the nightly news would care to hear about, right? That's how I've been able to pitch to press. Even for one of my clients, we were able to pitch to press for them because they have a tech school and Facebook is opening a new facility here in the Nashville area. It's timely. The Facebook story hit, and it was easy to say, hey, here's a way that Facebook can do better. There's a Black tech school, and it just made sense. So you have to always be thinking about that, and then finding the right people. And a lot of times that looks like I have literally watched the news and Googled who the people are and found their email addresses. So they are out there. They're usually on Twitter. Is a very good place to find folks. You can literally go on Twitter and find the people who can get you on TV. And again, it's been huge for me because people see you on TV or they see articles about you and they automatically think, oh, okay, they know what they're talking about. I can trust them. The press says they are right for whatever reason. Another way that I was able to get press very early in Black Business Boom was by writing an op-ed. So I found out who the editor was here for the Tennessean. I wrote an article and I sent it over to them and just let them know, this might be something that you guys would be interested in. And it was slightly controversial. And so they picked it up and it was shared all over, and that was just something that I wrote, sent in with my picture, and they ran it for me. So that's another opportunity, seeking out who you can send an op-ed to and getting your works actually published. Another tip, help a reporter out, HARO. It is a service that will email you and tell you that reporters are looking for people to run stories about, right? So every day I get 3 emails from Help a Reporter Out. They send me an email telling me, we're looking for business owners that will have been impacted by COVID, right? And all you have to do is reply to it, and there's a possibility that you can get pressed from there, right? So that's another option. Another thing, have your bio ready. So if you don't have a bio, get you a bio, and this is something that you can easily go over to Fiverr and find someone to write for you. And it doesn't have to be a long bio. It just needs to be impactful. And then make sure that you have a professional headshot. And it needs to be beautiful. Like whether you're a man or a woman, it needs to be beautiful. Because I tell you one thing, people, they look at it, they see you in the press. That's how a lot of people have decided to connect with me, because they thought I was attractive, and it is what it is. So make sure that you have a professional headshot and that it's amazing, that your makeup is together, that you look great in it, because I'm telling you, folks will definitely see that headshot and reach out to you. And it should be on your LinkedIn page as well. So, and if you're not on LinkedIn, you need to get on LinkedIn. Another thing, paid promo. So choosing the right accounts, I do promos on the Black Business Boom page, and it helps people to get followers and sales. So finding the right people to pay to promote your page on theirs on Instagram specifically is a great way to establish yourself as an expert. And you want to make sure that you are telling the story. So when you do that paid promo, you need to make sure that you're choosing good images and that you are choosing good copy and telling them what it is that you want to highlight. And again, it's still about that angle. Are you the first Black person to do something? Do you have an exclusive list of vendors? Whatever it might be, you want to make it exciting. You want to choose an account that has some followers and that has the followers that would be also interested in you. So anytime I pay for promo on Instagram, I'm paying for promo from other people that are Black business focused accounts, because their followers are potentially good followers for me. The next thing, putting out educational content, right? So you have to teach people stuff, and you should be willing to, no matter what industry you're in, people get tired of getting sold to. So when you're putting out content on Instagram, Facebook, wherever, you want to be educating folks, no matter what industry you're in. So if you're in fashion, can you tell me the best jeans for a pear shape? If you're in fitness, can you tell me what I should be eating to lose my belly? Because I'm going to tune in. Like, if you try to tell me about losing this little belly fat, like, I'm listening to you, right? But if all I see you posting is buy, I'm just scrolling on by. People are tired of it, right? So find ways to educate people. And I mean, just like tonight, this content that I'm putting out right now, right? Free for you all to join. I'm going to talk for an hour. And then what am I going to do? I'm going to break this up into 5 different, each tip is going to be its own video, and you're going to see it on Instagram very, very soon, right? So I'm creating content and also creating value for those that follow me on Instagram and Facebook as well. The next thing is tell your story as much as you possibly can. I try to be very transparent. People love when I talk about when I was broke. Like, for some reason, people love when I talk about how I almost lost my condo and, I was super broke, had to file bankruptcy. People love to hear that story. And it's because it makes me a real person and not just like this social media person. So I'm going to urge y'all, and you all probably hate it as much as I do, to go live. All right, Nona says she go live every day. Good for you, because I literally hate going live. Like, I literally hate going live. I do it because I don't have a choice, but it's certainly not something I'm interested in doing every day. So, but I urge you, if you are not going live, you need to go live. It's very, very important. And again, I hate it, but it's definitely important because people want to know you. They want to be able to relate to you. And when you're going live, you want to be transparent as possible. And it don't have to be perfect, and I think a lot of times we get caught up in that idea of the perfection. And it needs to be, when I go, my hair got to be done and my makeup got to be done. Listen, anybody who is in my Facebook group that is tuned in can tell you I'll be on there live from my bed half the time, looking a hot mess, coming straight in from the gym, looking a mess. And most of the other people listening look a mess too, so I don't feel bad about it, right? So go live, tell your story, let people relate to you, whatever it is that you've gone through to start your business. I guarantee you have a potential customer out there that's going through the same thing. And then the last thing, and a last tip in this strategy is blogging. So this is another thing that I'm just not a fan of doing, but I know how important it is for my business that I blog and that I put the information out there and let folks know I know what I'm talking about. I can write a whole blog about it. Like, I know what I'm doing over here. It not only does that, but it helps you to boost your SEO. So it helps your website to get found more. And then a couple tips. So textbroker.com, and I'm letting y'all behind the scenes here, right? I told y'all I was going to give you all some of my secrets, and I am. So textbroker.com, you can literally go to TextBroker and people will write your blog for you. These are professional writers. And so you can actually go to TextBroker. You can put in a little bit about your business. They will connect you with people who can write your blog for you. One of the things that I use them for is that I don't mind writing. I can write, but I was like, well, what am I going to write about today? Like, it's so much stuff. What should I write about? And so you can go to TextBroker and you can actually have them to do blog ideation. So they will give you 20 blog ideas, and it costs like $8. So you can go to TextBroker, get them to give you 20 ideas for your blog for like $7 and some change. And then if you actually wanted to find someone to write your blog post for you, you can find them for you can get them for like $12 or $13 for 400 to 500 words. So right now, textbroker.com. Fiverr, for those that don't use Fiverr, that's an option as well. Fiverr. So you can go both places and find people who can actually write your blog for you. And then another little tip, once you have this collection of blogs, put them things together in a collection and make it an ebook, right? So a lot of people are struggling with, how do I create a digital product, right? Start with blogs. And so now my blog series that I'm in the middle of right now is blogging about how to use Facebook to get more customers. I have 10 blogs that I'm releasing in that. I'm going to put those 10 blogs together, package them up, and now I have a whole ebook on how to use Facebook to get more customers, right? So that's just a little tidbit on that. All right, so that actually leads me into tip number 2. And let me make sure I actually go to the next slide, because I tell you, I'll just sit here and talk and not actually switch these slides. So launch a lead generation campaign. Oh, and Harry has a question. I post my blog to my website, but you also can do guest blogging. So you can find people who may have a similar customer base, or they may have people who follow their website or visit their website who would be ideal customers for you. Then you can reach out to them and say, hey, can you publish my blog? And you can do a guest blog there. You can also have people guest blog for you. So I've had people who have reached out to me and said, can I write a blog for blackbusinessboom.com? Sure, that means I don't have to. Go ahead, so that's an option. Guest blogging is a thing as well. So going into the next thing. So you can launch a lead generation campaign. And so I'm going to give you all, so a lead generation is the initiation of consumer interest or inquiry into products or services of a business. And so a lot of times we get really caught up in like social media and making a sale right there from social media. And I'm going to be 100% honest with you. That is just not how it works in most cases. It's about building a relationship and a rapport with folks, right? And most of the time that means getting them into your email list or your text list. So we're going to do a little exercise right fast. I need for you all, for your first freebie that I promised you guys, to text in the word Instagram to 55444. So that is Instagram, write out the word Instagram, text it to 55444. And this is going to not only demonstrate what I'm about to tell you all, but you also will get my free Instagram challenge. And it's not usually free. And so it's free for y'all tonight to join my 7-day Instagram challenge. This specifically talks about building your Instagram following. So do that. Text 55444 and with the word Instagram. And so what should happen is that it should ask you for your email address, which I already have. And I have most of y'all phone numbers too, so don't worry. So it's going to ask you for your email address. It's going to ask you for your first name, and then you will then get an email with the Instagram challenge, right? So just as easy, we just sitting here, and if I didn't have your phone numbers and emails already, I could have just got them, right? And so anytime I'm out speaking, I always have folks to do that so that I'm able to easily get them into my email list and my text marketing list, right? And so you can do the same thing on social media. So you can promote your text marketing. I'll give you all the information. The number, Suzanne, is 55444. And so what I will do after this is I will send you out a list of everything I talked about tonight, who my text marketing is through, and I'm going to give you all a bunch of other resources too. And so, again, you can use this same method on social media, right? And really one of your goals of social media should be to get people in text message marketing or your email list, right? Because the social media thing can go away at any time. Like your page can just shut down, the site can be down, whatever can happen, and you have no way to get in touch with your customers. And so actually, I'll tell you all real quick, so many people ask, it's through Textiful, TEXTIFUL.com. And that's who I set that up through. And so, you can connect it with MailChimp. It's very easy for you to to follow up. So you can end up in Facebook jail and now you can't use Facebook. So you want to be able to get in touch with your customers. And so like I said, Textful you can even set up drip campaigns, and a drip campaign means that now that I got y'all on that list, I can have it set up that automatically tomorrow it sends you another message, then the next day it sends you another message. And it's just doing that. And Danielle's over here having cocktails, right? And so Textful, it is Textiful. All right. And so a simple lead generation funnel. It doesn't have to be complicated, especially if you have like MailChimp, because you can create a landing page with MailChimp. So a very simple funnel would be creating a lead magnet, sending people to a landing page to get that lead magnet. Once they get it, it sends them an automated email. And this is something that you can easily set up in MailChimp. And MailChimp, you can even do the landing pages. Again, we already talked about an ebook being a possible lead magnet, but it could also be a checklist, a workbook, my secret. Like I can put together these 5 things in a document, and then on social media be pushing them out and telling people I got 5 secrets to my success in selling online, right? So that is something that you can easily do. People want to know what are you giving them? How are you beneficial to them? And so thinking about your lead magnet, a lead magnet is something, a freebie usually. It could be, something that's $5.99, $9.99. But a lead magnet is typically something that you give away free. You make it one time, and like I have 10 ebooks. I made them one time. I've used this one ebook and gotten 700 emails from using this ebook and pushing it out on Instagram and telling people, here's my my free online marketing 101 ebook. I have a checklist, how to launch your Black-owned business checklist. I've gotten 500 emails from just using that checklist and pushing that out on Instagram, right? And so now some of those people who got that checklist are probably here tonight because I sent them an email and invited them, right? And so, and then you can automate all of this. So it's just happening. And you even have it in your bio. So your bio tells them, click here to get my free whatever, right? And then you get them into your list. And then you push them an email and say, go check out my website. I got the best jeans that hold your stomach down or whatever it might be. Clearly, I'm over here worried about this little stomach because I'm going to keep missing it clearly. So that was just a very simple funnel. You'll hear people talk about funnels all the time. This is a very, very simple funnel that you can do. If you are not already, make sure you are in my Booming Businesses Facebook group, because that Booming Businesses Facebook group next month, I will be talking specifically around building a simple funnel. So I'll actually go in and show you some of this stuff that I'm talking about. But I want to quickly kind of go through and tell you a simple funnel that you can use. And again, it's all automated, and you can even use ads to push that out and make sure that people are seeing it. All right, so moving on to 3. This is a very important, finding your tribe. And here are some ways, and I actually have 8 tips here. So your lead magnet, again, I talk about the lead magnet again because my specialty is in lead generation. And so your lead magnet is what's really, really important for you finding your tribe. Because I know if you downloaded my online marketing 101 ebook, you interested in online marketing for your business. Like it's just, and you might need my help, because you got that 101. I know that you're a beginner and I might be able to help you, right? And so if you are a fitness person and you put together an ebook or a list of foods that you should eat if you're trying to lose your belly, then if I click and I download that, I am going to, if I want to lose this belly, right? So that's easy. So if I say, okay, yeah, I want that ebook, you might be able to place a call or send me an email, and now you done sold me on being your personal training client or whatever it might be. So it's an easy way for you to weed out the people who are interested in what you are offering. So that's one of the main ways to find your tribe. Review your analytics. Who is engaging with you on social media? Is it men? Is it women? How old are they? Where are they located? That can help you to identify who your tribe is and who's actually tuned in and paying attention to what you do on social media. This is another big one. Follow your competitors. So following your competitors, it can give you so much. First of all, I'm gonna tell you all, when I first started to see some growth on Instagram, it was because of the hashtags are very important. And I'm gonna get to that. But I took my hashtags from one of my competitors. I wasn't about to be out here trying to figure out which hashtags I should use because I didn't know anything about Instagram that a few years ago. And so I said, well, if his hashtags are working, they should work for me. We got the same audience, right? And so I literally went in and copied their hashtags and used them, and they worked for me. Also engaging with my competitors' audience. So if you do marketing for Black-owned businesses, I'm gonna slide right on over there. And when people comment on your stuff, I'm gonna like their comments. I'm gonna reply to their comments. And then they're going to be like, what's Black Business Boom? And then they're going to come over to my page and they're going to be like, oh, that's Black Business Boom. Let me go ahead and see and follow Black Business Boom, right? And I tell this story, if you've ever attended any of my other trainings before, my girl, I'm going to tell y'all real quickly, my girl, we were in Atlanta. She was like, girl, I saw this conditioner on Instagram. I just ordered for my hair. And I went over there. I followed them on Instagram. Their competitor immediately came and followed me. And then I went to their page. I ended up spending money with the competitor as well as the original company. And so it's a legitimate tactic, and so you all probably have seen it happen as well. Go and engage with your competitors' followers. Let them see what you do. And when I say engage, I mean liking, commenting, following them. And it really can help you to get eyes on your business. Because anytime, what y'all do, anytime somebody follow you, you go and look at their page and see who they are and what they do, right? So if they following your competitor and they come over and they look at your page, they will more than likely go ahead and follow you. It takes some time to do this. I was literally paying someone just to do this for me because I just don't spend a lot of time on Instagram. And so I was paying one of my cousins, and she would just go in and spend, an hour a day doing that for me. And it really, really helped. There used to be messenger bots where it would do it for you automatically, but Instagram has cracked down on the bots, so you can't really do that. Another one, share knowledge freely, give away the knowledge. Like, again, it's going to help you to establish yourself. How did you get started with your boutique or whatever it might be? How did you open your own restaurant? People want to know how your story. They want to know, they need help. And if you're able to help someone, they're going to come back to you. When they think of, oh, dang, I need something. They're going to come back to that person that freely gave away some knowledge. All right. Next, ways to identify and attract your tribe. So Facebook groups, starting your own as well as joining the right ones, right? And so as a Facebook group admin, I can tell you what typically does not work. Coming to 20 different groups every day and blasting a post about your group is not a marketing strategy. It's just not. Sometimes it may work, but for the most part, it does not. And when it does work, is because the people who do it did it right. They use the right type of language in the post, and they use the right pictures. And so, but starting your own Facebook group, this is a great time to create your own community, right? And it can be around anything. It doesn't have to be, I have mine around Black businesses and around Black Nashville, but it can be around anything. I'm in tons of keto groups. I'm in Black women who have Peloton group. I'm in, all type of, I'm in an English Bulldog group because I have English Bulldog, right? And so, you can create community and people want to be a part of something. It's really important that you be the one to give them that. And then if there already is a community, how do you inject yourself into that community that makes sense for your business? For instance, one of the keto groups that I'm in, keto diet groups that I'm in, there's a lady who sells seasonings for that are keto friendly. She does amazing in this group. I bought from her, and I guarantee you hundreds of other people in this group have bought from this lady. She found the right group, and I'm sure there's several other keto groups that she's probably in. So find the right groups that make sense for what your business is. Instagram pods. Instagram has cracked down a little bit on pods, but I will tell you, an Instagram pod is basically a group of people who have decided to come together and help each other. So that means everybody on here, I could be like, hey, I just posted on Instagram, go like and comment. And that helps with engagement. So the more engagement you can get within that first 10 minutes of posting, the more likely it is that your post is going to be shown to more people. So just like same thing on Facebook. If you post something on Facebook and nobody likes it for an hour, you may as well go ahead and take it down. Ain't nobody gonna like it more than likely. And so the more engagement you can get, and I've done that, and being transparent, I've posted things in my group specifically and it not got engagement. And I've been like, let me go take that down and rethink my strategy in this post, right? I might need to add a picture. There's been times where I've put like an all text post, and all I got to do is go add a picture of me to it, and all of a sudden the engagement is different, right? So figuring out what that needs to look like as well. Now, somebody just asked about making new friends. So I get a lot of requests. I have 1,000 pending requests on Facebook that I don't ever expect that I'll accept, right? So I do not mind. I don't know. It really depends. I usually will look to see, are they a Black business owner? Is that why they are reaching out to me or trying to connect with me? How much influence do they have? Are they somebody I need to know? If they somebody I don't need to know and more than likely wouldn't buy from me, I don't really need to be their friend. The ladies, I'm sure, know there's a lot of, like, the whole 1,000 that are waiting are men, for like probably 996 of them are men, So I know what they came for, and it is not to do business with Black Business Boom, right? And if they want to do business with Black Business Boom, they need to send me a message or send me an email, right? But again, you do have to leave room for new friends, but you need to be selective about who those new friends are. I have a young lady, I accepted her request yesterday. I immediately got a DM about her boutique. And I was like, I could see that. I probably look like somebody who would do business with her. So, that makes sense. So to make the right new friends. But, and I'll tell you, LinkedIn has been huge for me this year. And I urge you all, if you are on LinkedIn, I accept everybody. And sure enough, some people on there have been on some shady other stuff too. But more than likely, it's not like Facebook or Instagram. And so Amber said, of the Instagram pods, people some of them are, some of them aren't. I started a pod a couple years ago. None of the people in there knew each other. It's still going. Like, they still every day are posting the links whenever they post, and people are going and liking them. So you don't have to know the people, but it's probably easier for you to make a pod with your friends or family members or people who actually support your brand and you do the same. And then the last thing is be easy to find. So with hashtags. So if I needed a pedicure right now, which I do, I would go to Instagram. I have my pedicure lady, but if I didn't, I would go to Instagram and I would search for Nashville pedicure. If I needed crochets done for my hair, I would search for hashtag Nashville crochets, right? And that's how a lot of people are searching, and you want to make sure that your business is going to be found. So that means using the right the right hashtags on Instagram. People are not really using hashtags like that on Facebook, but if you're on Twitter and Instagram, using, I was going through and doing some hashtags for a client the other day, and we were just looking at other boutiques, and the lady was describing like faux black faux leggings, like faux leather leggings. And so I'm like, there are people out there who, if they were looking to buy faux leather leggings, that's what they're going to do. They're going to go to Instagram and they're going to use that hashtag to find them. So you need to be very intentional about using your hashtags and making sure that whatever it is your potential customer is looking to buy, they can find you when they're ready to buy it. Absolutely. LinkedIn is, someone asked, if you're doing multiple things such as fitness and a nonprofit, would you still recommend posting it on LinkedIn? Absolutely. Like I said, LinkedIn is huge no matter what type of business you have. Use LinkedIn and make sure your LinkedIn profile is optimized and amazing. And when someone goes to it, they can easily see what it is that you do. All right. So I hope this is been helpful so far. I'm about to go on to tip number 4, because again, I'm trying to make sure I don't have y'all here all night. And again, make sure you're in my Facebook group, Booming Businesses by Danielle McGee. One of the things that I will be going live to talk about is how to start your own community, your own Facebook group, and that's coming up probably in December. All right, so number 4 is all about the content, and this is definitely where people struggle a lot. And someone just asked, how often should a business post to social media? One time a day is sufficient, no matter what platform it is. It doesn't have to be more than that. If you want to post more than that, you can, but you definitely don't have to. And yes, you can. I have a personal LinkedIn as well as a business page. If you have a business that makes sense where you would find customers on LinkedIn, I suggest having a LinkedIn page for that business. All right, so I'm going to try to get through most of this content stuff because it's a lot. You want to have a good mix. And I'm going to start with, again, I don't want you all to always be selling, right? If you have ever worked in sales, they always say, always be closing. You don't always want to be closing on social media. People get tired of it. So you want to be always building. That's what you want to be doing on social media. You don't want to be always selling. You want to be always building your following, building your trust, and building your list. That is what the purpose is in social media, is to build relationships, build a following, build trust, build your list, right? So those are the things I want you all to be thinking about when it comes to social media. Having a good mix of educational, informational, motivational, and promotional content, right? So I try to only do about 25% promotional content. The rest of the time, I'm trying to give stuff away to the community to keep them engaged, to motivate them, to educate them, to inform them about what's going on, to give away information. And then every now and then I'm like, hey, but what about this? Go buy this, But people will literally just start skipping over you. And we all do it unconsciously, right? We probably have friends and families that have businesses that we just scroll on by because we like, she always trying to sell something. Like, I don't want to buy the tea today. Like, I don't want no tummy tea. I don't need no more lashes, right? And we just scroll by it. And so if they were coming and educating you around, how to cleanse, how to detox, a good way to detox, what detoxing can do for your system, I might stop and be like, a good detox might be good for me right now. And they've established themselves as subject matter expert. Using the good mix: text, graphics, video, lives, carousel, stories, reels. I don't have reels yet either. I don't know why. I really haven't been on Instagram at all in the last couple months, so that might be why. But figuring out a good mix of what your audience likes. So videos are huge. Again, I urge you to do some videos. I will tell you, again, I told you I hate going live. I had to make it make sense to me, right? And I had to make it work for me. So that's when I started doing my Booming Business Owner series, because I don't mind talking to somebody else. I'll talk to somebody else all day, but just sitting there talking to the camera, I hate doing it, right? And so I came up with a strategy that works for me, that gives me content that I can use, and I can use it over and over again. I can use it on several different platforms. Carousels are just when you post multiple pictures. And so when you say like swipe on Instagram, and people swipe through to several different pictures, and that's a good way to give like different, 3 different tips about whatever. Put it in there, and the carousels help because people stay on that post longer, and that helps you out with the algorithm. Repurposing blog content. I can sit here and give you all 20 ways to use a blog, to repurpose a blog and use it for content, right? So you can literally pull out quotes from your blog and post them on social media. I just did that, in the last couple of days. I've been putting up quotes in my group that come directly from my blog. You can take stats from your blog and post them. You can literally use your blog as a script, right? So you can go over to Text Broker, buy you a blog, and then use that as your script when you go live or when you create video content. You can put out the blog and then host a Q&A. You can say, okay, every Tuesday I'm going to do a Q&A, read my blog, and then come with any questions that you have. Then there's several other ways that you can repurpose a blog. You can break it up into sections and record you and use it as a course. Again, you can turn it into your ebook. Put several blogs together, or even one, really package it up, make it look pretty, and now you got an ebook, right? So you can really use. I really urge you all to get your blog going if you don't have one, and even if you aren't a good writer, go on over there to Text Broker and let somebody help you out. Hold on, let me go. So the next thing, plan and schedule your content. Just sit down and knock it out. Take 3 hours on Sunday and plan out your month. It will make your life so much easier. Just sit down, knock it out. How you, Murtis asked what's the best time of day to post. It varies. And you have to look at your analytics to see what's going to be the best time for you. I was finding when I was growing my Instagram following, I got the most engagement at like 10 p.m. So that's when I would post the most. I don't get a lot of engagement in the morning, right? And so you can look at your analytics. You can use an analytics tool that'll tell you what's the best time. Instagram will tell you if you just go into one of your posts or go into your insights on your Instagram business page. It'll tell you what time people are connecting the most. Be consistent. Again, I haven't been on Instagram hardly at all, this month. And so I know when I do start posting, my engagement is going to be down. And I fully expect that, and to the next point, I am taking a break to strategize. What do I want to, because my company has changed, I need to change my strategy for social media. So it doesn't make sense for me to keep on doing the same thing when my goals for my company have changed. And so, but if you are actively, and I fell back from selling anything because I was changing my company, but if you're actively selling, you need to be actively posting. And then not only that, you need to make sure that your branding is consistent, right? So y'all see Danielle, y'all gonna see green. I mean, almost in what I wear, in everything I post, any photo shoot I do, I got on green. Anything, this Black Business Boom related, you're gonna see black and green. And it's across the board, and people know when they see it is Black Business Boom. My logo is somewhere hidden, it's somewhere in there. I got Black Business Boom pins. I got Black Business Boom everything. When you see me, you're gonna see Black Business Boom, right? And so same thing with your content on social media is ensuring that it has your branding, and then people know when they see it, it's you. So that is very, very important. And again, taking a break to strategize. The strategy is the most important thing, right? Taking a break to strategize, plan, and schedule is the most important thing you can do. And so if you need to take a break and fall back, if your stuff ain't really getting engagement anyway, I promise you folks are not going to miss you. You can take some time to get a good strategy in place and then come back strong. That is it's the perfect time to do that right now as we go into the fourth quarter, starting strong for next year. All right. Last but not least, it goes down in the DM, right? And in a good way. So automation on social media in your DMs is so important, and it saves me so much time. Like when I tell you, if you are in my Facebook group, like I was for a long time, I was using my Facebook Messenger bot for everything. Like I had a link to my Facebook Messenger bot, and it would take you through a whole flow. You would think you were talking to Danielle, and it's all automated. And you can build these flows out where it even like pauses for 5 seconds and it looks like you're typing, and then it sends a message back, right? It's a great way to sell on Facebook. I use ManyChat, ManyChat. It's a little technical, but you might be able to figure it out yourself. But again, I'll be live in my group talking about a lot of this stuff. So make sure you're in the group Booming Businesses by Danielle McGee. But your Facebook Messenger is huge. Now you can pay and push out ads through Messenger as well. So, and again, this is just working for you while you actually doing your work, right? And so I really want you all to get into it with Facebook Messengers. You can also embed for ManyChat. You can embed on your website. For ManyChat, you can make it so that anybody who posts, who comments on one of your posts automatically gets a DM from you. On Facebook, I have 7,000 plus people like the Black Business Boom page, right? And but I can't just send a message to those 7,000 people. They have to message me first. Then I can broadcast messages to them. And I use ManyChat to do that. So I use ManyChat to get them into my list, and then I can broadcast whatever I want to out to them. And no, Surreal, you cannot turn off your messaging. People want to be able to get you on Facebook. I also suggest you have your reviews on Facebook, because that's where people go to look and see and make decisions on if they want to buy with you. Reviews are another big important thing for your business. Instagram. So this is another one of my secrets. There is a software for automation in your DMs on Instagram. There are some automated replies you can actually set up through the platform, but there's a program called Direct Heroes, and Direct Heroes will run it'll automatically message people for you. So in my profile on Instagram, it says DM the word sales for my free ebook or something along that line. When people DM the word sales, it's going to ask them for their email address. So very similar to what happened by text when you guys sent the text with the word Instagram. Same thing happens in my DMs on Instagram. So that's a way that you can actually sell through your Instagram. You can have a keyword on your profile where you can promote it through your post saying, DM us this word to get your lead magnet or for whatever, for more information or whatever. Then you can set that up to automatically have conversations with your potential customers. You can also do it the old-fashioned way and actually do it yourself. I know someone who every time somebody follows them, they send a DM and thank them for following them and give them their website. That takes a lot more time, but it's definitely a possibility, to get people. I sent someone, this is my massage therapist. I sent someone, I was like, go follow him on Instagram. And we were out at dinner and she followed him. And within seconds, he messaged her back and was like, thank you for following me. And my website is this. And she was like, that is so nice. Like, she was blown away by it. And I believe she did go and get a massage with him. So you can really sell in your DMs. I suggest doing it automatically and automating that. But even if you're doing it, manually, it's a great strategy to sell. LinkedIn. I have a tool that I use for LinkedIn, and it helps you to automatically connect with people. So I use this tool to build up my LinkedIn. I put in, what the title is of the person that I might want to connect with. So I have like owner, CEO, manager, marketing manager, and what city they're in and what industry, in several industries. And what it does is that it goes out to LinkedIn and it sends them connection requests. Once they accept, it sends them an automated message. And then I can even have it send an automated follow-up. And that tool is called BigLinker. Their website is biglinker.com. So that's another one. Again, if you have, especially if you're in like a service-based business, LinkedIn is really big, can be really big for you. Another platform I want you all to get into with, especially if you're selling something, is Pinterest. You can now run ads on Pinterest, and they do really well for folks. So I will get into it with Pinterest as well. All right. So that was a lot of information, right? That was a whole lot. I hope I tried to simplify it as much as I possibly can in an hour. But as promised, I do have something special for you guys. Yay! Excited. So for those that have stayed with me through this entire thing, and like I said, I want to urge you all to get into my Facebook group. Oh, and one thing I forgot to tell you all, DM messaging. So Facebook mini chat, the open rate is above 80%. So your email open rate may be around 20%. If you're doing a good job, DM open rate is like 80%, and it has like 12 times the click-through rate. So I wanted to make sure I tell y'all that so you know how important it is to get in tune with some of these messenger bots. All right, so before I get into that special offer, I had a couple just bonuses. Make sure your website is together. So the last thing you want is for someone to be like, okay, this is interesting, and then go over to your website and they can't find what they're looking for and it's not together. So make sure your website is together. If it ain't together, send me an email. I can help you out with that. Danielle@blackbusinessboom.com. Make sure your reviews are great. You should be soliciting your customers for reviews and testimonials, and that's something else I can help you with. So if you're interested in that, I can help you with that as well. All right. So yeah, I know that was a lot of information. It may seem overwhelming, but I got a lot of questions. Folks were sending me questions asking how much is a social media manager? How do I actually go and do this stuff? How do you create a strategy, right? And so I am here to help you with that. And I have a very, very special offer for you. So I usually charge upwards of $500 to craft a custom social media strategy for a business. But when I was planning this webinar, I said, I bet I can get somebody to pay for this, for some folks to tune in for this webinar. And so I reached out to one of my corporate partners and told him that I wanted to be able to do something special for the people who joined tonight. So I got my corporate sponsor to cover 30 Black-owned businesses getting a custom social media strategy for only $147. So it's usually $500. And tonight I'm offering it for $147. So what that will include, what that means is that I will build a customized action plan to ensure your growth through social media. I will give you a strategy and a one-on-one strategy session to discuss the plan. You will get a custom strategy and audit of your existing social media efforts. You'll get an action plan with a checklist. I will give you content recommendations and a competitor analysis to tell you what your competitors are doing and what you should be doing. So, and let me go ahead. I'm gonna put it up on the screen so you guys can see how to grab it. Again, I have 30 spots available, discounted. Again, I usually charge at least $500 because a lot of work goes into this, but I have someone who offered to offset that cost because I tell you, folks want to help out the Black folks these days. Folks want to help these Black-owned businesses, and so I reached out and said, "Hey, you asked me how you can help. Here's how you can help." So they offered to offset some of that cost for you guys. So again, if you are interested, that offer is for $147 tonight only. I have 30 spots available. Again, you'll get your custom social media strategy plan. You'll get a checklist, an action plan with a checklist with that. We're going to give you an audit of what you're doing, what's working, what's not working, some recommendations on what type of content you should be using, and then also a competitive analysis. And then what will happen is that you'll sit down with me and we'll discuss the plan, and we'll just kind of strategize on how you can get your social media booming in 2021. So I want to help y'all get ready for next year. So I hope that we got 150 people still on right now. So again, we got 30 spots available tonight tonight only. So I hope that will help someone out. The way the process will work is that you will check out tonight. It will then take you to a form to fill out information about your business, your brand, your social media. We'll start on your audit, and then we will book a call with you within the next 30 days to just discuss your audit and strategize with you on how we can help you to grow your social media. Oh, and then this is another thing. If you don't have the 147 tonight, I did something I never do, and I broke it up into installments, right? And so you can pay $49 a month for the next 3 months to get your strategy going before the first of the year. So if you don't have the whole 147, when you go to click to the page that is on your screen, there will also be an offer to break that up into 3 payments. So if you want to get started tonight for $49, you can do that as well. I wanted to make this beneficial to you guys and make sure that people were able to take advantage of this offer. Again, I'm here to help. And let me make sure I'm not missing anything in chat. Hold on. All right, we got 25 spots left. All right, fantastic. All right, so yeah, I mean, they are coming on in. If you go to boomingsocial.com as well as click on your screen to the offer, you'll be able to check out there. There are, again, 30 spots available tonight. You will get your custom action plan with your checklist, your content strategy. We're going to get you set and ready to go for the new year. Let me make sure I'm not missing anybody. If you have any questions, please make sure. Oh, yeah. If you're a new business starting from scratch, absolutely. That's even easier. So if you're a new business starting from scratch, we can absolutely get you started with a strategy to get started with your business on social media. So absolutely. I love working with new businesses. Like I said, that's even easier. Thanks so much, Kathy. Natasha signed up. Fantastic. Rick. All right, Rick. All right, y'all. Thanks, Tamika. All right, fantastic. Yay. We got some orders coming in. I love it. I hope that this was helpful to everyone. Again, I'm trying to help my Black businesses as much as I possibly can. And so Let me see if I have some more questions. Let's see. Kella, the package is just one package. So it's just one package. So it's just two pricing options. But there's just one package. So everybody gets the same thing. I missed some questions. Let me come back in. And if you have any other questions on Meech, if I missed anything, please put it in the chat. Okay. Natasha was asking how much is to hire a social media person. Usually around $800 to $1,000 a month. Yeah. So it's not cheap to get someone to manage your social media for you. But I'll tell you one thing. I am launching something very, very soon that is going to make it very, very affordable for you. So I'm actually partnering with a company, and we are going to be managing social media for Black-owned businesses and offering packages that start about $250 that are just $250 to get posts on both Instagram and Facebook every day. And we'll be doing the strategy and posting for you and all that. So. Yep. Someone asked about how much they should be posting. So again, it really, Instagram once a day is absolutely sufficient. If you want to post more than that, you absolutely can. I also suggest making sure you use your stories. So you don't always have to post in your feed. Use your Instagram stories as well. That's a really great place to be able to post additional stuff, and then of course it disappears. Also, everything that you post on your Instagram doesn't have to stay there. Like you can delete stuff as well. Also, is anybody using Canva? We have any Canva users? Oh yeah, Remington. Yep, this would be perfect for you. Are we got any Canva users? So Canva is fantastic. Erica, yes, this is, and actually, Erica, we can get you. I would definitely sign up for this, and then we would cancel what you had. I think this will be more beneficial for you, but we can talk about that when we get your strategy session going. As well. So Canva is a wonderful, wonderful tool. So if you are not using Canva, get in tune with that. Also, we are rolling out our packages where we will give you 20 different templates. Because a lot of times it's just hard to keep everything on brand. So we'll give you 20 different templates as well. So great things coming. Brittany, what do you use to keep track, plan social media posts? So Black Business Boom has a social media scheduler. And so that's what I use to plan and schedule my posts. We have our own scheduler. And if you are interested in testing out our scheduler, feel free to shoot me an email and I'll send you a free trial. Shoot me an email, Danielle@blackbusinessboom.com. And if you have any questions, whatever it is, shoot me an email at Danielle@blackbusinessboom.com. Teresa, shoot me an email and we'll figure out how we can get you paid for that. But yeah, the Black Business Boom has a scheduler, but there are tons of schedulers out there. Some of them you can't post to certain platforms, but the Black Business Boom scheduler you can post to Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Google My Business. So if you want a free trial of that, shoot me an email, Danielle@blackbusinessboom.com, and I'll send you information to check out our scheduler. It has great insights as well. So I'll be happy to send that over to you guys as well. Let me see what other questions did I miss? Also, make sure that you all are getting some reviews and some testimonials. Whenever you get a testimonial, you need to post about it. That needs to be part of your strategy. Whenever you get a testimonial, like the world needs to know that your customers love what you're doing. So make sure that you're doing that as well. I gave you all Text Broker. We talked about Fiverr. I'm making sure I didn't miss anything. Micro influencers. This is one thing I wanted to make sure that I talked to you guys about. Micro influencers. Everybody who you use as an influencer doesn't have to have hundreds of thousands of followers, right? So if you can find somebody who has 10,000, they may have 10,000 good followers versus someone who has 100,000 and people aren't really checking for what they're talking about, or it doesn't make sense for your business. So you definitely look into micro influencers. I don't know if I would be considered a micro influencer or not, but there are people out there that offer paid promos where you can send, free stuff. I have people send me free stuff all the time and ask me to post about it, ask me to do a video about it. So that's a strategy as well. I got one right here, actually. I got my computer sitting on it. It was down too low, so let me adjust that. All right, so I got it. Somebody sent me this. You all might have seen a video I did about it. It's the Total Sanitation Kit, right? And so now I just told over 100 people about this. It's a Black-owned company. Then it has all this stuff in it. So find people that are micro influencers that can post about your product or service as well. Oh, shoot, I'm missing some questions. Hold on. Okay, yeah. So I was saying Canva now has a scheduler. You cannot post to Instagram yet, but you can now post directly from Canva. You can literally create a landing page from Canva as well now. I've done that as well. So you can, if you were looking for a way to create a landing page, you can probably use Canva as well. That's a great tool. I'm trying to think of any other tools I may have missed. I want to make sure that I give y'all as many of these free little tips as possible. Yes, Canva. So where do I store my email addresses off social media? So I usually in like Google Drive. But I use Kartra. I don't know if anyone's familiar with Kartra, but Kartra is like a all-in-one system where I send emails from, all my payments go through, I build my landing pages there. So I use Kartra, and so I have most of my emails go directly into Kartra. So when you sign up on one of my landing pages, it just automatically goes directly into my Kartra list. All right, we got 9 spots left. Oh, geez. All right. Yes, Kay is on. She has Panty Buddy. I can't wait for Panty Buddy to drop. Someone said Planoly is a good scheduling app. I haven't used theirs. I've used Later. Again, I use the Black Business Boom app. Let's see. Who else? What else we got? Yep, you can make a virtual business card in Canva. We got 8 spots left. Okay, a landing page versus a website. Someone just asked me. So a landing page, and you can make a landing page from your website, but a landing page is about one specific thing, right? So if you click to go see my offer that I had there on the screen, that is on a landing page. That is not on the main Black Business Boom website. It is a landing page, and all this on there is about this social media strategy, right? So you're not going to get there and start clicking around and doing other stuff. You come in there to buy, especially what I told you to go there to buy, right? So that's the benefit of a landing page. If you have something specific that you want people to know about, it's specifically for that. You build a landing. Now, another trick that you can do to build a landing page without doing it through an outside site like MailChimp or Kartra, you can on your website go in and create a page, but don't show it in your pages, right? So hide the page. And then what I would typically do if I created a landing page from my website, I'm gonna hide my my header, right? Because again, what happens is when people go to your website, so let's say I had this build your brand kit and I sent you to blackbusinessboom.com. You're going to go to blackbusinessboom.com and you're going to be like, oh, well, what's this? Oh, let me look at her blog. She was talking about her blog. Let me go. And then you get sidetracked. And that's what we just do by nature, right? So I want you all to have a landing page specifically for social media. And again, you take your header off, have it just about whatever the thing is that you, so just about, yep, your landing page can be used for booking clients. Just something very, very simple, especially if you're booking clients and they don't book directly on your site. You're just getting their information and then calling them to book or something like that. You can do a landing page specifically for that. But most of the time, when you click on like an ad from Facebook, most of the time it takes you to a landing page. They get your information from the landing page and that's it, right? So you don't go to their main. Oh God, I'm like, y'all over here submitting away. My phone's blowing up. I was like, what is going on over here? And so most of the time it's not gonna take you directly to their website. It's gonna take you to a landing page, so it keeps people focused. Yes, Surreal, this is being recorded. Thanks, Rick. I appreciate you. It's being recorded, so you will get in the morning. By the time you wake up in the morning, you should have a replay of this in your inbox. Feel free to forward that on to anybody who may have missed it as well. Let's see, did I miss any more questions? So yeah, and like I was saying, you can build a landing page now from Canva, but on your website, you can build one right there on your website. The landing page is typically to make a sale right then and there, or to just gather information right there on the spot, like just to get their email address and phone number, and that's it. And then you're going to follow up with those automated emails. But that's why I like using MailChimp or Kartra for that, because you can automate that so that as soon as they join the list on the landing page, it automatically sends them an email. We've all experienced that. We fill something out, we immediately get an email. That was more than likely from a landing page with an email automation. I didn't talk much about drip campaigns. Drip campaigns are email campaigns where you just automate them, and based on the customer's action on that first one, it sends them follow-up emails. So again, in my Facebook group, I'll be going a lot deeper into a lot of stuff. Let's see. Kathy just sent me a message. She said, we need someone to do it for us. So I can do that for you. So again, if you are like listening and you like, okay, Danielle, this strategy is cool, but like, who gonna actually do it? Because I know that's what some people are like. All right, I can sign up and get this strategy, but what's that gonna do if I still don't know what I'm doing? I got you. Like I said, we are rolling out in 2 weeks. We're rolling out our packages where we will manage your social media for you for less than $300 a month. Because again, I'm trying to make everything affordable for Black-owned businesses. All right, we got 3 spots left. Again, tomorrow the price goes back up. But if you are interested, make sure you just don't have it right now, you can get started for $49 tonight, or reach out to me and let me know. I understand we're living in the midst of a pandemic and things are going on. And so I want to make sure that everybody has a good strategy before we go into this next year. So if you do want to get started before the end of the year and you just aren't ready tonight, make sure you reach out to me. Again, my email, Danielle@blackbusinessboom.com. I think we got our 30. I feel like I got my 30 over here as I'm looking at all of these emails, notifications coming through. So again, but make sure you grab your spot if you haven't already. If you have any questions, shoot me an email. I'm always here to help, but the best place to get me is in my Facebook group. We'll be doing trainings on a monthly basis on this same fourth Monday. We'll be doing trainings every month. So I hope to see y'all in there. If there's anyone who is looking to do their own webinar, that's something that I'll be helping folks with as well. Because this, again, I told y'all gonna see this content cut up and all over the internet. It's gonna like this free information I'm about to be putting out. I'm gonna take this out. One tip is gonna be on each day next week, right? So if you are looking to do the same, I'm here to help you to create a strategy for that content. Also, like I said, by tomorrow, I'm going to send you all out all of the things that I talked about tonight, all of the websites that I told you all tonight. Monique, shoot me your phone number. If anybody's having issues with paying, shoot me your phone number in private as a private message, or email me, Danielle at Black Business Boom, and I will get you taken care of, even if I may have to send you a direct invoice or something. So send me your number, email me at Danielle at Black Business Boom. It's been a pleasure, y'all. Like, I really hope that this was helpful. Someone said the name of the Facebook group is Booming Businesses by Danielle McGee. So make sure you're in there. Thank you so much, Amina. I appreciate you for joining. Monique, send me your please send me your information and I will. Okay, Monique, I'm about to text you. As soon as I get off of here, I'll shoot you a text, and we'll figure out why you can't get it to work. You know, technology won't let you be great sometimes, I tell you. So I totally understand, but we're going to work it out. I appreciate you all so much for joining me on a Monday night. I was like, I usually do my trainings on like Tuesdays or Thursdays. I was like, let's see how many folks serious about their business gonna show up on Monday, especially after I know a lot of y'all been working today. So I appreciate you all so much for joining me. I think we have a couple spots left. I'm gonna leave that link live for the rest of the evening, and it'll automatically cut off when we are out of spots. So go ahead and grab your spot. All right. Well, again, y'all know how to reach me. Most of you all are connected with me on Facebook or Instagram at Black Business Boom on Instagram. DM me there. DM me on Facebook. Message me on Facebook. That my Facebook Messenger be off the chain, so I will try my best to get back to you there. But if you email me, Danielle at Black Business Boom, I'll be sure to reply to you all. I thank you all so much. Again, you all didn't have to be here with me tonight, but I really applaud you for investing in yourself, because I was really like, I used to do these free trainings and nobody would show up. Or it would be, a few people. And I was like, why are these people, these Black business owners not investing in themselves? So it's really great to see that you all take your business serious enough to sit here with me on a Monday night for an hour and a half to get all this information. So more to come next month. I appreciate you all so much for tuning in. The link is still live. If it goes away once I close this and you need it, the link is boominsocial.com. So if you go to boominsocial.com, you can get that deal I talked about tonight. So thank you so much, Sharon. Thank you so much, Kay and Charlene and Ashley. I appreciate you all so much for joining me. Thanks, Monique and Rick and a bunch of people. Make sure if you're in Nashville, make sure you're in Black People Making Moves too. All right, y'all. Well, have a great night. Like I said, the link is up, boominsocial.com. It'll be up for the rest of the night. So I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a great night. I'm going to have me some dinner and finish up my work. So I'll talk to you all soon. Have a good